What was supposed to be a moment of prestige turned into a public disaster for Prince Harry at the 2025 Screen Actors Guild (SAG) Awards. The Duke of Sussex took the stage, presumably expecting applause, only to be met with a chorus of loud boos, jeers, and heckles from the crowd. The moment, which quickly went viral across social media, has been described as one of the most humiliating public receptions in recent celebrity history. People weren't just booing, one insider at the event reported. They were outright heckling him. It was brutal. You could see his face go red. He was visibly shaken. Despite his best efforts to maintain composure, Harry reportedly faltered mid-speech, stumbling over his words as the noise grew louder. At one point, an audience member allegedly shouted, "Tell us another sob story." A clear jab at his tell-all memoir spare and his numerous interviews about royal grievances. The Duke of Sussex, once a beloved figure, now finds himself at the center of yet another public backlash. The question is, how did it come to this? Many were puzzled as to why Prince Harry was invited to the SAG Awards in the first place. The Duke, who has no notable acting credentials, was reportedly there to present an award for outstanding achievement in humanitarian storytelling, a category that some critics have described as being created just to justify his presence. He's not an actor, he's not a director, he's just a guy with a famous last name who's spent the last few years complaining about his family, one industry insider said. Hollywood is finally waking up to the fact that his brand is built on grievance, not talent. His lack of industry relevance may have contributed to the hostile reception. Many attendees, some of Hollywood's biggest names, rolled their eyes as he walked on stage, as if anticipating the inevitable self-righteous speech that would follow. And they weren't wrong. From the moment Prince Harry began his speech, it was clear he had misjudged the mood in the room. Instead of keeping it brief and professional, he launched into a long-winded monologue about the importance of speaking one's truth and standing up against institutions that seek to silence people. It was vintage Harry, but the audience wasn't buying it. As he rambled on about personal struggles, systemic oppression, and the duty of storytellers to fight injustice, the crowd grew restless. Some audibly groaned, while others whispered jokes to their seatmates. Then, the heckling began. "We get it, you hate the royals," one person shouted. "Is this a speech or another Netflix special?" another quipped. The louder the jeers became, the more flustered Harry appeared. He tried to regain control of the room, raising his voice to speak over the noise, but the damage had been done. For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were embraced by Hollywood's elite, welcomed as progressive icons fighting against outdated traditions. But as time passed, their constant media complaints, failed business ventures, and exaggerated grievances began to wear thin. Their $20 million Spotify deal collapsed after being branded a grift. Their Netflix projects underperformed, with executives growing frustrated over their lack of substance. Even their once loyal celebrity allies have begun to distance themselves. The truth is, Hollywood is tired of them, an A-list producer revealed. At first, they were fresh, exciting. Now, they're just a punchline. The SAG Awards reception was proof that public sentiment has shifted. As the boos continued, Harry cut his speech short. He quickly handed off the award, barely making eye contact with the recipient, before storming off the stage. Backstage, sources claim he was livid and humiliated, reportedly snapping at event organizers for allowing the crowd to get out of control. Meghan, who was not in attendance, was allegedly furious when she heard about the incident, blaming the organizers for failing to protect Harry. Within minutes, clips of the awkward, humiliating moment flooded social media, with the hashtag BOOED at the SAGs trending worldwide. Predictably, social media exploded after the fiasco, with many users mercilessly mocking Harry's reception. Finally, someone told him to his face what we've all been thinking. Harry thought he could turn his family drama into a career. Hollywood said nah. Imagine thinking you could lecture a room full of actual artists and storytellers. Cringe. I don't like Harry, but this was mean. No one deserves to be heckled like that. That was just bullying. Hollywood pretends to be inclusive, but turns on people so fast. Despite some sympathy, the overwhelming reaction was one of mockery and schadenfreude. Following this humiliating public rejection, insiders believe Harry and Meghan will likely reevaluate their approach. After Spotify dropped them and Netflix cooled on their content, this was supposed to be a comeback moment for Harry, a Hollywood insider noted. Instead, it just confirmed that the industry has moved on. Some speculate that Meghan will try to spin the incident as an example of institutional bullying, while others believe Harry will retreat from the public eye for a while. Either way, one thing is certain, the days of Prince Harry being Hollywood's golden boy are over. And after the SAG Awards humiliation, there's no denying it, the world has finally lost patience with the Duke of Sussex.